The Amazon is a world painted in 1,000 shades of green, where giant trees form a dense canopy and the air is thick with life. This is the kingdom of the anaconda, a creature of myth, a serpent so immense it has haunted human imagination for centuries. The green anaconda is the heaviest snake on the planet, a true heavyweight champion of the reptile world. Local legends speak of monstrous serpents, and while some tales are exaggerated, the reality is just as awe-inspiring. The anaconda is an apex predator, sitting at the very top of the food chain, a silent muscular force that commands respect. Imagine paddling a canoe down a winding river, the jungle pressing in, every shadow a potential threat. But it's the anaconda that truly owns these waterways. It is a ghost in the water, a silent hunter that can appear and disappear without a trace. Its presence changes the very atmosphere, reminding us we are not the masters here. Finding an anaconda is not just about spotting an animal, it's about coming face to face with a living legend. The anaconda represents the untamed spirit of the Amazon. To see one in its natural habitat is to witness one of the greatest spectacles nature has to offer. It's a stark reminder of the raw power of the natural world. The anaconda is a symbol of wildness we must strive to understand and protect. In its emerald kingdom, it reigns supreme. To encounter one is to truly feel the pulse of the Amazon. Anacondas are masters of the Amazon's slow-moving rivers, swamps, and flooded grasslands. In water, they become graceful and powerful, their massive bodies hidden by murky depths and thick vegetation. They are ambush predators, waiting motionless for hours, perfectly camouflaged by olive-green skin and black blotches. When prey approaches, a capybara, deer, or even a caiman, the anaconda strikes with explosive speed. On land, they are slow and cumbersome, but in water, they move with silent, fluid motion. Their senses are finely tuned. They detect vibrations and chemical signals, making them nearly invisible hunters. The anaconda's diet is as impressive as its size, taking on almost any animal it can overpower. Their hunting strategy is patience and power, making them rulers of their watery world. Every ripple could be a sign of this apex predator lurking below. In these shadowy waters, the anaconda is both phantom and king. Here, it is perfectly adapted to rule. The green anaconda's appearance is a masterpiece of camouflage. Olive green skin and black spots let it vanish in the water. It is not venomous. Its weapon is pure muscle. Anacondas kill by constriction, latching on with sharp, backward curving teeth, then wrapping powerful coils around their prey. Each breath the victim exhales, the snake tightens its grip, suffocating with immense pressure. Its jaws are marvels of evolution. Flexible ligaments allow it to swallow animals much larger than its head. The snake walks its jaws over prey, slowly engulfing it whole. This process can take hours, but one meal can sustain it for weeks. Anacondas are solitary, patrolling their territory alone, most active at dawn and dusk. They avoid humans, preferring to flee or hide unless threatened. Their behavior is driven by primal instincts: hunt, mate, survive. In the Amazon, they are the ultimate silent predator. Wildlife photographer Franco spent weeks in the Pantanal, determined to capture the perfect shot of a green anaconda. After days of searching, he found a massive female basking on a muddy bank. Franco carefully positioned himself for a dramatic shot, the snake watching him with an unblinking stare. Emboldened, he moved closer, too close. Suddenly, the anaconda launched herself into the water toward him, a blur of power. Franco dropped his camera and scrambled away, heart pounding. The snake swam off, uninterested in a confrontation. Just a warning. Franco was left shaken, but awed by the raw power and presence of the Amazon's greatest predator. He learned a vital lesson: respect the boundaries of the wild. He never got his close-up, but he left with a story and a new respect for the anaconda. In the Amazon, you're always a guest. The anaconda decides when you've come close enough. A team of herpetologists studying anaconda breeding behavior stumbled upon a rare breeding ball, one giant female courted by a dozen males. They observed from a safe distance, documenting the spectacle. One day, a junior researcher, Ben, needed to retrieve equipment near the snakes. As he approached, a large male slithered toward him, investigating the intruder. Ben froze, heart racing, as the snake's powerful body brushed his leg. After a tense moment, the anaconda lost interest and returned to the breeding ball. Ben backed away, shaken but unharmed. The team learned firsthand the importance of respecting wildlife space. Even scientists must tread carefully in the Amazon. The encounter was a reminder. In the wild, caution and respect are essential. The anaconda's world is not ours to control. Every close call is a lesson in humility. The Amazon's giants demand respect. Standing before a giant anaconda floods you with awe and adrenaline. The thrill is immediate. A living legend, powerful and beautiful, right before your eyes. But there's also a deep primal respect, even fear, for a creature that could kill if threatened. You become acutely aware of your vulnerability. You are in its world, playing by its rules. Every movement, every stare reminds you this is a top predator. The danger is real but misunderstood. Anacondas don't hunt humans, but will defend themselves if surprised or cornered. The real risk is provoking a defensive reaction. Encounters leave you humbled, aware of your place in nature's hierarchy. In the Amazon, we are not in control. The experience lingers long after you leave, a reminder of the wild's power and beauty. The anaconda strips away our illusions of dominance. It is a living testament to the untamed spirit of the natural world. In its presence, you feel the true pulse of the jungle. In anaconda territory, safety starts with an experienced local guide. Guides know the jungle, spot camouflage snakes, and keep you at a safe distance. Never venture alone. Local knowledge is your best protection. Always maintain a respectful distance. Use binoculars or zoom lenses for a closer look. If your presence changes the snake's behavior, you're too close. Back away quietly. Move slowly. Avoid sudden movements. And never try to touch or handle an anaconda. Never corner a snake. Always leave it an escape route. Anacondas rarely attack humans. Almost all incidents happen when they feel threatened. Respect their space and wild nature. Myths of man-eating anacondas are just that, myths. By following simple guidelines, you can safely witness one of nature's most magnificent predators. The Amazon is wild. Respect keeps both you and the snake safe. In their world, caution is key. The Amazon, kingdom of the anaconda, faces grave threats: deforestation, pollution, and climate change. Vast areas are cleared for ranching and farming, destroying the complex web of life. Water pollution from mining poisons rivers, affecting every creature in the food chain, including the anaconda. As apex predators, anacondas accumulate toxins, leading to illness and population decline. Climate change brings droughts, drying up the swamps and rivers they depend on. Forced to travel over land, anacondas become vulnerable and their ecosystem unbalanced. Protecting anacondas means protecting the Amazon's water systems. Conservation efforts, protected areas, sustainable land use, and fighting illegal deforestation are crucial. Supporting these efforts helps save not just the anaconda, but the entire rainforest. The anaconda's survival is a powerful indicator of the Amazon's health. Saving the serpent means saving the forest. The future of the Amazon depends on our actions now. The anaconda is more than a giant snake. It's a symbol of the Amazon's wild heart. Encounters with these giants remind us what's at stake. A world ancient, mysterious, and vital. These stories inspire wonder and a desire to protect. Respect is the lesson the anaconda teaches. Respect for its power, its role, and its right to exist. Seeing one forces us to reconsider our place in nature. Protecting anacondas is self-preservation. Our fate is tied to theirs. Conservation of the anaconda and its rainforest home is a critical challenge. We must look beyond our needs and think of future generations. Do we want a world where these creatures exist only in legend, or one where they still thrive? Every effort to preserve their habitat matters. The anaconda is a living legend, a reminder of the world's wildness and magic. Let's ensure it continues to reign in the Amazon's waters. Respect the giant, protect its kingdom, and keep its story alive.